Okay, so there's a little bit of an oversight. There is a person that you are dealing with who I feel is a little bit evasive. Okay, so they're evasive. So like you don't know what they're about, and I do feel communication has been kind of like um, sporadic between you and the other person, and what I'm getting here is because of it, there's lack of information, but at the same time, there's an element of like truths being hidden here. Okay, so if you are involved in this situation, I just want you to be careful. And I'm going to look through the cards. I do feel a lot of you are dealing with like either, yeah, I feel like a lot of you are dealing with a fire sign in this situation. Okay, so just be a little bit careful. So there is that element here. This person is somebody that that travels a lot. I do feel like there is a little bit of instability about them when it comes to the work, when it comes to work, when it comes to their home life. So they travel quite a bit, and you don't really know where they're going to be the next week. And they seem like very exotic and very exciting. Like they're very worldly. They have all these cool adventures, and they retell all these really interesting stories. And you're kind of taken in by it, but you're not really asking these really important questions about, like even like what do you do for a living, or where do you live exactly. So there's that element of like the truths. A lot of like information is being repressed or suppressed, mainly because I sense that you are a little bit fascinated by this person. So whenever you meet up, you might just let them talk, okay? And you don't really follow up with questions because they dart from one subject to the next, and you're just like carried along or swept off your feet. So it is really important to be clear for this week, mainly because what's coming in here is the Two of Wands, which is like planning your the next stage of your life, possibly like a work project with this person or a relationship with this person. I feel that a lot of you are taken in by this person, and you might not know the whole story, okay? In terms of what's crowning you, I do have the Three of Cups, and this is why the warning is coming in so strongly. This is a card of gossip. This is a card of having another party involved in possibly this work situation or this relationship, okay? Gossip is associated with this very, very strongly. At the same time, crowning you is there might be another person in the picture that you are marginally aware of, but you're not asking those important questions about, where this person lives, where they're from, what their marital status or relationship status might be, because you're kind of like head over heels, and a lot of you are kind of like planning your really next important step, possibly with this person. So please don't be so swept up in the whirlwind of it that you lose your sense of discernment, all right? In terms of what's in your environment that you're not aware of, I have here the Five of Coins. And the Five of Coins in the traditional tarot, it indicates like, that the two couple, or well, the one couple, the man and the woman kind of cast out in the cold. It is in the reverse position. So one of the reasons why you are so fascinated by this person is it's not because of the true potential of this relationship. You're just fascinated because they do bring about they bring with them a spirit of like carefree, like go with the flow, adventurous spirit, and that is why you feel so inspired hearing from them, or you feel so inspired about everything that they're telling you, okay? It's not because you are infatuated with them per se. You might feel that you are, but I do sense that the fascination is a little more. So for example, what I'm trying to say here is that so, this person is like very exciting, okay? And they bring a lot of like stories. They're good storytellers. They bring a lot of like excitement into your life, and you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm in love. But no, it's not really love. You're just enticed by these stories. You're just enticed by the facade, okay? And they give you like proper attention too. Like they always approach you, and because of it, it makes you feel good. It restores your self-esteem. It restores your confidence, and it gives you faith in the world, and it also opens up the world of possibilities for you. So I would say it's premature to make plan with this person, mainly because there are really blind spots regarding who this person is in your eyes. Okay, so there's an element here of illusion, suppressed truths, and things like that. So just be careful. I don't feel that this is a significant relationship. Even if you were to walk away and break things off with him or her, you're not going to be in a dark place, mainly because it's not really love. Okay, it's just like fascination. I would say fascination. It's not even infatuation. It's like fascination, and you will find another thing that you're fascinated by. Okay, so if you are thinking about leaving this and you're concerned about the consequences or the aftermath, I wouldn't worry about if I were you. They will find somebody else, and you will also like get over the fascination as well. Okay, so as for the advice here, I have the Hierophant in the reverse position. This person is not marriage material, okay? So just to keep that in perspective for you, I do feel for a lot of you, you know, Pisces too, well, water signs in general, I do feel are very, very intuitive and also like very psychic as well. So one of the reason why a lot of you might have avoided asking these really important questions is because deep down you know that this person is not marriage material. You know something's off, but you enjoy a lot of you might enjoy the encounter with this person, mainly because you know they're so vivacious, and they spark a sense of adventure excuse me, they spark a sense of adventure in you. So that's why you let them talk. But you know, deep down, you know they're not marriage material. You know that if you were to like form any type of solid plan, they get commitment shy, and they will like you know, hightail it out of there. So I feel like a lot of you deep down, you know this. So in terms of your external environment, I do have the Judgment card here, which is a very, very good card. So let's look at this situation. Okay, so for those of you who are dealing with the fire sign, please, please be careful, okay? Because there is a new love situation coming through for you. A lot of Pisces are meeting like new, potentially like very dateable people, high quality dateable people. And I do feel that it is going to be an air sign, okay? So it's an air sign that's dateable. So for those of you who are like, you know, thinking about like forming a life with possibly a fire sign, I would just advise you to wait, because a new beginning is coming here for you. And usually I read it as a new beginning. However, these cards are all like, the hearts are all scattered in these cards. And just the way that I'm looking at this, you're planning to do something, and the universe is telling you, like, wait it out, because this person is not marriage material. So wait for this other person that's coming in. Like, wait just a little bit longer. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is, you know, your luck is turning up on love, on life, okay? So for a lot of you too, this is a really interesting card, because if you look at, I'm noticing this for the first time here. So it's the Juggler, but it's also like the phases of the moon here. So I do feel, you know, the moon card is the card of Pisces, is your card in general, but there's an element here that, you know, wait it out a little bit, and the new beginning will come in for you, okay? Like everything will start to come full circle, and this person will actually reveal his or her true nature. So don't jump the gun, and don't rush too fast, because ultimately we have the Knight of Swords, which is like, traditionally, this is what I call the knight in shining armor. And it can play out in two ways. This is somebody that can come in to save you from yourself, meaning that, you know, they come bearing like information, and they're just like, no, this person is not all they're cracked up to be. So that can also be a knight in shining armor, okay? Another manifestation of this is, it could be like the knight in shining armor that is right for you. So there are two ways in which that can play out. Just be aware that I do feel that there's an element here of the air sign, you know, the air sign with very swift communication as well. So it can play in two ways, one in of two ways. I do feel a lot of you are thinking about the fire sign that might have been flaky in the past, okay? And then you have a new air sign coming through, which you're fascinated with. So if it's the air sign that you're really fascinated with, Wait it out because the air sign is showing up in the upright position, and air signs are Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. The fire signs that you should be aware of in general is Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Okay, so going back to what I was mentioning earlier, I do feel that the air sign is a better fit, mainly because he or she is honest. And with this magician card, it's kind of like just the card of alchemy, it's just the card of like manifestation. Okay, so it with the air signs are a little more versatile actually, and they will accommodate you. Okay, so this person is very like interested. If they're interested in you, they will like go above and beyond to try to accommodate you. Okay, on top of that, we have the King of Swords, which is like the crossing energy here. So so just let me know actually who you are dealing with. If it's an air sign, just be a little bit careful. I do feel it has potential, but just be a little bit careful. A lot of you might be like dealing with like a lying air sign, and then you're thinking about the fire sign. It's not, the cards are not indicating whether, which sign specifically, because I'm getting almost like cross wires and mixed messages. All it's telling me is to really be careful. Take a moon cycle, a moon cycle like 28 days to really gauge this out and decide what you want to do and how you want to proceed, okay? So on the heels of that, I do hope that you have a wonderful week, and let me know how this plays out for you. I actually really enjoy using this deck mainly because the same messages are like reiterated in multiple cards, and the imagery makes it very like gives it a very concise reading. So let me know for those of you dealing with like air and fire signs how it plays out for you, if this theme applies to you in general. Okay,